And the reality is, salespeople spend 36% of their time doing what? Actually selling, right? So what I've found over the years is that education is the key, and that it's not necessarily something that RevOps owns, right? Not all the time, right? So you have to become this campaign professional in your organization. You're on an internal campaign. I started in my role in April, and I've been on a campaign mission with all the leadership and different functions in the organization about just really aligning on the customer journey. So it is little things like, oh, well, that's a RevOps thing, or that's a sales thing. It's like, nope, I'll stop right in the middle of a meeting and say, it's a Patra customer thing. It's about the customer. It's about the customer journey. So these things take time, and it takes consistency, being persistent. And what I found though is focusing on these areas helps to level set. So what's your customer buying journey? So take your little process maps out of the closet, dust them off, and work through what are these revenue generating processes across your organization. Meet the internal stakeholders if you haven't, collaborate cross-functionally to be able to get this done. So if we think about the buying journey, oh, there go my little things. This is the SaaS bow tie. You guys have seen this before, right? Winning by Design does it. I like this because it shows the full customer journey. Whatever this looks like in your organization, this is just a quick example, but you first want to map out the customer journey, right? And then go to the different stakeholders who handle the customer journey along the way. And then what is your lead process, your SQLs, like how does that all work? How does that all fit? I mean, you've all done this, right? At some point in your organization. So bring this out, but go to the different stakeholders outside of your function. And if you're not a manager in a leader role, that's okay. Ask your manager, hey, can I go meet with so-and-so? And just start to create the conversation and map this out. And then once you get there, this is the fun part. This is where you find things out that you didn't even know about. And I didn't put logos on here because I don't want to have any triggers that require therapy for people in here. But there's all kinds of stuff out there. People are talking about, well, I just want to try new tech tools. Well, these things start out with a free trial. Then all of a sudden you're on the team version. Then you're on the enterprise version. When I was at Nimbus and I started doing this, I found that we had 2 instances of Monday that the marketing team didn't even know each other had. Product was using RoadMug, and the implementations team was using Smartsheet. So we have 4 project management tools. And so just this stuff is everywhere. So and those impact the customer buying journey, right? And if you talk to each individual leader, they will root down and justify why we have to have this specific tool. But what it does is it creates those additional meetings. It creates all these other things that we just love to do all day that our calendars are full of. So do this in your organization. I have one that has logos everywhere. But what it does is it opens the conversation. And the reality is, salespeople spend 36% of their time doing what? Actually selling, right? So the rest of their time, they're doing this stuff, and it's all sitting in different logins, right? Only 17% of that is in the CRM, and which is annoying because that's where you want them to be. So that's really kind of on you, right? And because how is it set up? Is everything working well? Is it integrated all the way to your opportunity or your deal? And how do these things really work? I did start out as a salesperson, and that was the reason. What drives me is I hated having to do all these things that the leaders are like, oh, go over here and do this. And, we have to make that 36% go up. We want them in front of customers and prospects, and we want them doing that. We don't want them doing manual work, filling out spreadsheets, logging into a bunch of things that don't work together.